Good morning, Arizona.
Hey, Dan? Dan?
Yeah,
Dan?
tell me this isn't a good idea, T, getting buried alive. Anyway, I have my trust in the Phoenix and Glendale Fire Departments and their dogs. So, oh, hang on just a second. We're almost ready out here, so when we come back, we're going to get buried and get rescued all in one good morning. Be right back.
All right, Dan, hold on one second. I'm just plugging my earpiece back in. It came out. How are you doing this morning, D? Are you getting ready to be buried?
Yeah. What the heck? Why not get buried alive on a Wednesday morning? You know, the election's over. What else do we have to do? We still don't know who the governor is. Anyway, I don't even know where we're at. If you take a look around, Jason, we're in Tempe, basically the loop 202 and 101. You can see the folks come in for Mesa and all that other stuff over there. And this is a training area for the fire departments. We have both Glendale and Phoenix Fire out here, and we're doing a test because we've heard about the great rescue dogs that the fire departments have. They've been to the World Trade Center, and now their test is to find me. Good morning.
How you doing today?
Good. I can't see your name, and
Scott Krushak.
I knew it was going to be a word I couldn't pronounce. Tell us about these dogs that we have out here this morning.
Well, basically what we have is these are disaster dogs that find live humans at disaster scenes all over the world. There's about 120 of these dogs in the country, and we're lucky enough to have about 6 of them or 5 of them here in the valley with our Arizona Task Force, which is associated with urban search and rescue groups around the country.
Let's see what some of the dogs can do. My favorite thing, Jason, I'm going to have them go up that board, because there's like literally no place they can't go, right?
That's correct. These dogs are highly trained to go anywhere on rubble, disaster scenes. They climb ladders. They go on rubble scenes, collapsed buildings, walk across planks. They probably go a lot more places. They got 4-wheel drive. We don't.
The interesting thing, you were telling me these dogs aren't specially bred for this. You guys go to the Humane Society or the dog pound and just find one you like?
Absolutely. The dog that you're looking at right there actually was on death row over at the pound and kind of came back, and we saved the dog and turned it into a search dog, saving human lives now.
And both of these are veterans of the World Trade Center?
One of the dogs is from the World Trade Center. The other one wasn't certified yet. Now, the dog that's going to find you was at the World Trade Center.
And thank you for the T-shirt. Jason, if you can take a look over here. Big T, look at this T-shirt they gave me. I'm not saying we're cheating or anything, but I just want to make sure when the dog gets over here, she finishes her job. So anyway, can you see the hole I'm going into down here, T?
Dan, I'm a little worried because aren't you claustrophobic?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. This is like sending Brad to the fair when he's allergic to all of the animals.
You know, Brad doesn't go around horses anymore. Why am I going into small culverts?
I don't know. Why did we do that to you? How's your ankle doing?
Before, is that correct?
The dog and I have never met before. But I am a dog person.
There you go. Well, you'll love these dogs. They're a lot of fun. They love humans. They're very social animals. They're not like police dogs. They just like finding people and helping people out.
Oh, Dan, I'm nervous. How far down does that thing go again? How far back are you going?
They said there's room for 2.
Oh, Dan.
But I've asked for a single.
Oh, Dan.
Just, you know what, just real quick, why both Glendale and Phoenix out here today?
Peoria also.
Oh, and Peoria. You never turned around. Hi, Peoria.
Works at Palo Verde Nuclear Plant. Basically, what we have is our group is a nonprofit group comprised of valley firefighters from all around the valley, and then we deploy back with the fire department on the urban search and rescue team. So we have a very diverse group of individuals.
All right. I still don't get this, T. Bruce gets catered breakfast from Tarbell's. I get an old sewer culvert.
Not only that, Brad's on a cruise.
Brad's on a cruise.
Dave just showed up with our food for breakfast.
Yeah, Dave the Garden Guy getting you guys breakfast, and here I am. Well, should I climb in there?
Whenever you're ready.
Climb in there. Okay, again, though, the dog is not watching you do this, right?
No, where is the dog here? I guess that's my first question.
Yeah, the dog's ready to go. He'll be ready to go in 2 seconds. By the time you get in there, By the time you get in there, the dog will be on you.
But they're going to start him.
You'll be in there for about a minute.
Dan, they're going to start him someplace else, though, right? So they don't just.
What's that?
They're going to start the dog someplace away from you, right? So
Yeah,
at least
that's
they can
what
spend time.
he was just saying.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Way back over there.
Okay.
Or this way. The dog
Or this
will come
way.
from somewhere else. You won't see him anyway. You'll be in the hole.
Oh,
It's going
Dan.
to start in Flagstaff, work its way down the hill. All right, T. Well,
All right, Dan.
I'll be back.
All right, be careful, please. I would hate to do this show with you stuck in a culvert.
Is that head first or feet first?
I'd go feet.
Yeah, I would too, D.
All right.
Beth and Bill, there goes Dan. Claustrophobic, but he's a team player.
Well, is this a good idea?
I don't
Who
know.
knows? It's ratings, though. So
I, don't- you know,
sometimes...
I understand the dog was actually put in a soundproof booth with a blindfold.
Well, that's why I said, I go, Dan, tell me the dog isn't watching you go in the hole, because that makes it a little easy.
Oh, the dog's over there having a cigarette in the back of the truck going, yeah, I know where he's going. I got this thing knocked out.
You know, it's probably the kind of dog who just is going to tease Dan, and he knows where Dan is, but he's going to pretend he's taking his time. Ooh, maybe he's over here. Dan is up close and personal with two very hardworking members of the Phoenix Fire Department. He is putting rescue dogs to the test. Dan is actually buried somewhere under the rubble, and it's their job to find him. Welcome back, everyone. It is 7:14 on this Wednesday morning. We've been following the election. That's been the big story. But the other big story is that our very claustrophobic Dan Davis is buried in rubble, and it is the rescue dog's job to find him. You're looking at Captain Scott Grushak from the Phoenix Fire Department. Good morning, Captain.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Should we be worried about our friend Dan?
Not that the dog's going to find him, but I don't know how he likes it inside that hole.
Now, did you know he was claustrophobic before we decided to set this up with you guys?
Well, he said he doesn't like dark places unless they're really tight, too.
Good. So did you give him a lamp to take down in there with him?
We gave him a teddy bear.
Oh, that's sweet. I know we can hear him on the radio. He can hear us. But Dan, if you can just signal that you're okay.
Actually, I'm pretty good. This is a nice big culvert. This must have been the one just before it goes into the sewer plant carrying a lot of stuff, because it's actually pretty good size. It's about, I guess, maybe 3 feet tall, and I do have a blanket, but let me tell you, the mattress is lumpy because they didn't take the rocks out of it.
How far back are you in there, Dan? Can you see out of that thing? Dan, can you see out of there? Or are you pretty far back? Captain, I think we lost him. How far back is he?
You know what? He's down, buried probably about 10, 15 feet underneath the rubble, down up inside. So he's probably pretty comfortable.
Now, we have how many rescue dogs who are going to try to find Dan?
Actually, just one. These dogs work independently, one at a time, out on the rubble. And the dog he's in good hands. This dog's probably one of the top dogs in the country, and went to the World Trade Center, been around a long time.
Now, do you all follow the dog, or do you just let him do his thing and you stay back and wait until he responds?
Yeah, we can't, you know, the dogs are a lot smarter than the handlers, so we just let them do their thing and we don't bother them.
Well, are you ready to do this?
I think we're ready to go.
Or should we let Dan hang out a little longer?
Send him in.
All right, we'll send him in. Go ahead, Captain.
You know, one of the great things, though, Dara, something about like this, gives you a lot of time to think.
Now, Captain, how long does it... Well, gosh, he's moving pretty quickly. Can he already smell Dan from there?
Yeah, the dog has already scented that there's people over here. The dog will come scent identify each one of us, and then it's picking up the one guy right there, it's picking up me, smelling me, coming over, seeing which ones are which, seeing what to do. Now he picked up on us, and he knows there's still one person around here, so he's going to try and find that one more person.
Now, is he looking for like a John Deere tractor scent, or something from the farm that can help him identify Dan?
You know what? These dogs actually pick up on live human scent. It's
Right.
kind of one of those things we don't really understand, but the dogs do it, and they identify each person. These dogs only find live people also.
How long does it take to train one of these dogs?
It takes probably about 2 years to train the dog, and it's a pretty intense, about 2,000 hours. We look for dogs with high drive that have a lot of energy and that really work hard, and You can see this dog's really searching hard. Unfortunately, the wind changed on us a little bit, and the dog's going to have to get right down on top of Dan before it identifies where he is.
Okay, so there's the dog. Show us again, if you don't mind, where Dan is in relation to the dog right now, because...
Yeah, I think that dog's got him now, so he's going to be right on top of him.
Uh-oh, let's see. Don't say anything, Dan.
And the dog will
Don't say
bark
anything.
when he identifies where he is.
Doggy!
The dog's trying to get inside to find him, and is going to probably pull that out of there, and then...
Wow. So he knows somebody's in there.
Yeah, see the dog barking now.
Oh, look, he wants to help get Dan. He's trying to rescue Dan.
The dogs will bark when they find people, and that's how we know where to come find them. So that was pretty quick.
What a great job, though.
Yeah, the dog searched probably about, I don't know, 5,000 to 10,000 feet of rubble in probably, about 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
This might be a silly question, but when they're on the scene of an actual disaster, do you think they sense how important their job is? Do they get it, or are they just, trained to do something and they're just doing their job?
They're very perceptive, and as anybody knows that has dogs or animals, they pick up on things, and this dog knows that when it's time to work and that the intenseness of the situation. And hey, there's Dan coming out now.
Dan, you better give this dog a big hug, because he could have left you in there for a long time.
Yeah, he said he likes dogs, so I think he'll probably give him a big old pet right there.
That is great.
Hey, give Dan the radio. There you go.
How do you feel, Dee?
Hey, big fella.
Aww.
Nice dog. You know what, Keith? This is why I'm a dog person. Can you imagine being buried like that and expecting a cat to come find you? Ain't gonna happen.
Thank you. It's not that I don't like cats, but you just explained my philosophy. Cat would have been like rubbing its neck up against some of the rubble. Somebody pet me, purring. That was cool, Dan.
That's a great dog, isn't it?
Great dog, and it's so impressive what they do. Way to go, and thanks to the fire departments for helping us with this.
Glendale, Peoria, and
Yep.
Phoenix. And I'll tell you what, if you were ever really buried there, ain't nothing better than the sound of a dog coming to your rescue.
Oh, that's for sure. Thanks, you guys.